for you. All right. So along with the regular schedule, that is the schedule that we are following now. That is what you call now we are going with economy, I think. All right. So along with economy, start reading NCERTs. Even everyone. All right. The one who are here in the class and the one who want to join this course already. So there are people who are coming. So start reading NCERTs. It is mandatory for every student to read NCERTs at least twice from 6th class to 12th class, the present day NCERTs, right. So once read all these NCERTs and practice bits, alright. That means on every Saturday there will be a test based on NCERT books, alright. So along with the existing schedule to you, and even for the one who are joining for this PCM batch, alright. So on every Saturday there will be a test on NCERTs, alright. So here in the class normally I won't discuss NCERTs, so it is your duty to read all the NCERTs from 6th class to 12th class, alright. So I'll be giving a schedule for you, alright. So the exams will be purely based upon the schedule, alright. So read all the NCERTs, and particularly for history part, right, not only the present NCERTs, but even try to read old NCERTs, particularly it is class 11, one is class 11 and class 12, that is for ancient, medieval and modern. For ancient, medieval and modern, read old NCERTs along with the new one, alright. That is the NCERTs of class 11 and class 12, alright. So this is must and should. For geography, if you take geography, read class 10, class 11 and class 12 NCERTs, that is the present NCERTs as well as the old NCERTs, the new and old. So and no other books are required for history and geography other than NCERTs. So just purely depend on NCERT books for geography and history. Coming to environment and ecology. For environment ecology, read NIOS, alright. The information given in NIOS is very good, it is very simple to understand, and for any newcomer, right, just read this NIOS. So don't read other books without what you call reading NIOS. So for anyone who is starting the civils preparation, alright, for them start start your preparation with NIOS. So not only for environment and ecology, but even for history, right, you can follow this NIOS, right. So NIOS class 10, class 11, you can download all these information. All right, just So this is the site, all right. So this is the PDFs. These are the PDFs. Download all these PDFs, all right, for environment ecology. This is more than enough, all right. So reading other books without reading this NIOS, I think it is a foolish one. It is useless, all right. So just right for environment ecology, download these PDFs and start reading it, all right. So this is what for environment ecology. So we have topic called as art and culture, all right. And remember for art and culture, all right, you can read art and culture of NCERT. There is a separate book. There is a separate book on art and culture. So along with NCERTs, all right, even you can read, there is a book called as Nitin Singhanya's Art and Culture, all right. So you can also read Nitin Singhanya's Art and Culture, all right. But you should start your preparation only with NCERTs, all right. So before going to any source or before going to any textbook, first complete NCERTs, right. As I said, every Saturday, right, there will be exam on NCERTs, all right. That means on Saturday expect exams on current affairs, both descriptive as well as objective. Expect exam on NCERT books, all right. So this is what for art and culture. Now for polity, all right, for polity. So as usually you have the book of Lakshmikant Indian Polity. But if you are interested to do more work in polity, better to read Subhas Kashyap. So there is a book called as Subhas Kashyap's Our Constitution. Subhas Kashyap's Our Constitution, Our Parliament, all right. So these are the two important books that you can refer for polity along with Lakshmikant. All right. So these are the two other books, all right. And even there is one good book called as D.D. Basu, Durga Das Basu. This is a standard textbook which is normally used by UPSC, all right, for framing questions. And all right, UPSC normally uses this D.D. Basu and Subhas Kashyap, because how we can say it is, every question that is asked in UPSC, either prelims or mains, you can find that lines directly in these books, all right. So whatever question, even when you see the questions asked on Indian Constitution, particularly in law optional paper, most of the questions came from these textbooks. That means we can simply infer that UPSC is following D.D. Basu and Subhas Kashyap. And when we were writing UPSC exam, there is no Lakshmikant book. Lakshmikant book came to market only in my 4th attempt, and the only source that we used to have is D.D. Basu. But the problem of D.D. Basu is, to read D.D. Basu, it will take 1 year. To understand, another year. Next entity, to remember and write, it will take another year. That means you should spend 3 years only to read D.D. Basu. That is the reason why, right, normally no candidate of UPSC uses D.D. Basu, because it is tough in terms of language. It is a book written in legal language. It is not in normal English language. It is a book written in legal language, all right. That is the reason why people find it difficult, students find it difficult to read D.D. Basu. But coming to Subhas Kashyap, it is very good book. It is very good, right. So Lakshmikant is a guide. So he is like us, right. So Lakshmikant is like me. He is not an expert of what you call Indian Constitution. But these are the, so both Subhas Kashyap and D.D. Basu, they are the constitutional experts, all right. So this is for polity. But remember, before going to these books, read 9th class, 10th class NCERTs. Democratic Politics 1, Democratic Politics 2 and Indian Constitution Network. It is mandatory. Alright. This is for polity. Coming for economy. Now, most of the people have difficulty in what you call finding a very good source for economy. If you take for economy, you have plenty of books nowadays in the market. Alright, you have Sanjeev Verma, you have what you call Ramesh Singh, you have what you call Nitin Singh, and I don't. Alright, so you can read any of these books. So I don't prescribe one or the other book. It is up to you. Alright. So, but when you read, when you select a source, ensure that that source is concise, brief, and a textbook can be revised, completed and revised within 45 days. So don't take bulky books. Don't take bulky books. That is, the textbook that you are using should be as short as possible. Alright. పెద్ద పెద్ద పుస్తకాలు చదవకండి. పెద్ద పెద్ద పుస్తకాలు చదివితే ర్యాంకులు రావు. చిన్న చిన్న పుస్తకాలు ఎక్కువసార్లు చదవండి. Alright. So you have plenty of sources. Choose one source. Alright. So this is for economy. You can follow Sanjeev Verma, you can follow what you call Nitin Singh or you can follow Ramesh Singh. Alright. There is Shankar Ganesh in the market. Alright. So this is for economy. Alright. So we are done with all the important books for prelims. Alright. So now, what should be the strategy for clearing prelims exam? What is the difficult stage in UPSC? What is the difficult stage in UPSC? Analysis. So you know that if you take this entire UPSC civils exam, we have 3 stages: prelims, mains and interview. Alright. So out of these 3, what is the most difficult stage? Clearing prelims is the most difficult stage in UPSC. Remember, it is very difficult, right? So you should be in that 10%. Alright. So normally, if you take for every post, alright, from candidates to mains are selected at a ratio of 1:10. That is, for every post, 10 candidates are selected to write mains. Right? So almost all 6 to 8 lakh students. 6 to 8 lakh students normally apply for UPSC exam. Right? For civil services, it is normally 6 to 8 lakhs. Alright. And the number of posts, it ranges between 700 to 1000. Alright, it ranges between 700 to 1000. So let it be as 1000. Alright. That means to write mains, how many are selected? To write mains, how many are selected? Alright, unna applicants nunchi mains రాయడానికి ఎంత మందిని సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తారు చెప్పండి. 1:10 అంటే it is 10,000. It is 10,000. So out of 6 lakhs applications, averagely think that, let us assume that 5 lakh candidates are appearing for exam. That is, out of 5 lakh candidates, 10,000 are selected to write mains. And from this 10,000 to interview, it is at a ratio of 1:2 or 2.5. That means for every one post, normally 2 to 3 candidates are selected for interview. That means it will be around 2,000 to 2,500 candidates who will be selected to appear for interview. And out of this, 1,000 will be in the list. Alright. Now what is the practical picture of civils? Whether it is easy to qualify or easy to disqualify. Now how many are getting selected? If 5 lakhs are appearing for exam, how many are selected? 1,000. What is the percentage of selection? What is the percentage of success? మిగతా ఎగ్జామ్స్కి సివిల్స్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి తేడా అదే. మీరు అడ్మిషన్ ఇప్పుడు సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ when you are going for what you call some kind of admission tests, alright, you will get some kind of admissions. IIT exams తీసుకున్నా, right, you will get some kind of admission, but for in civils you should be in that 1000. You should be in that 1000. When I wrote my first mains exam, the total notification was for 340 posts. Total notification was for 340 posts. That means in India, in the entire nation, how many are selected to write mains? It is 3400. Mottam desha mottamla. Alright? So, and any fresh candidate, any new entrant into civils, they need to fight with those candidates who already wrote civils, right? Who are appearing for civils, who are preparing for civils for last 2 to 3 years. Those who wrote mails for 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, those who have faced interviews. So now whether it is possible for a new candidate, for a first attempter to crack civils, to overcome all these hurdles, whether it is possible or not. Alright? So don't think that I am discouraging. So what I am saying is I am giving a clear practical picture of civils. Alright? Already mains rasna vallu, aa tarvata interviews elna vallani manamu overcome cheyali. So whether it is possible or not. So what we need to do to overcome them, what we need to do, right, to clear exam in our first attempt. So I am not saying it in 1 year. I am talking about first attempt. First attempt can be maybe after 2 years or after 3 years. Alright? So how many months of preparation is actually required to crack civils? How many months of preparation is required before giving your attempt? How many months of preparation helps you to clear civils exam? Alright? So if you take this normal time, it is, if you can spend 12 months, I don't say it is 6 months or 8 months, 12 to 14 months of preparation. 12 to 14 months of preparation, and that too for how many hours a day? Self preparation should be not less than 8 hours a day. Self preparation should be around 8 to 10 hours a day. ఖచ్చితంగా 8 నుంచి 10 గంటలు కూర్చొని చదవాల్సిందే. ఫస్ట్ అటెంప్ట్లో ర్యాంక్ కొట్టాలి అంటే మాత్రము 8 to 10 hours a day. ఫిక్స్ అయిపోండి, ఫిజికల్ పూసుకోండి కుర్చీలకి. రైట్, కరెక్ట్ షెడ్యూల్ పెట్టుకోవాలి. షెడ్యూల్ ప్రకారము 8 hours షెడ్యూల్ పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఆ 8 hours షెడ్యూల్ డే టు డే కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇలా 12 months చేయగలిగితే, ఐఎమ్ ఛాలెంజింగ్, సివిల్స్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దట్ టఫ్ ఎగ్జామ్. Civils is not a tough exam. Civils is a lengthy exam. First thing, you need to have all the patience. You need to have that consistency. Consistency undali, patience undali, and both hard work as well as smart work. There are 2 ways of preparing for civils exam. There are 2 ways. One is hard work, completing entire syllabus once, revising it 1 or 2 times, then going for smart study. And there is other way, selective reading. Selective reading where, alright, you can guess the areas for exam and go for exam. It is possible. You people might have a big doubt whether it is possible to guess a question paper of UPSC. Whether it is possible to guess a question paper of UPSC. గెస్ చేయొచ్చా? ప్రిలిమ్స్ ఉంది, 100 questions ఉంటాయి జిఎస్లో. మనం గెస్ చేయొచ్చా ఏరియాస్ని, క్వశ్చన్స్ని గెస్ చేయొచ్చా? ఇప్పుడు కూడా నేను ఛాలెంజ్ చేస్తా, మీరు ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్, నా పాత వీడియోస్ ఉంటాయి యూట్యూబ్లో, ప్రతిరోజు నేను 10 MCQs డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఐ యూస్ టు డిస్కస్ 10 MCQs a day. So normally by morning 8 o'clock I used to post them. I am talking about the days of 2020. Alright? So I have done for 4 months. In that 4 months of work, 46 questions have come in UPSC prelims exam. Lockdown time must ఉండేది, ఎక్కువ టైం ఉండేది. Alright, I used to work on this current affairs. And remember, even the stupid questions in UPSC, they were, I have predicted them. They are in my practice test. Some questions without changing a word. Proof endante, you can have the videos in YouTube and you can see the question paper of 2020 prelims. Alright, that is my open challenge. That means not only me, any senior candidate, the one who wrote civils for at least 3 to 4 times, that is the one who have appeared 3 or 4 mains exam, I am challenging, they will never fail in their prelims because they know what to read, they know where to focus, and they know what kind of questions that are expected in exam. Why some people continuously clear prelims exam? What is the reason for them? కొంతమంది ఉంటారు అసలు వాళ్ళు ప్రిలిమ్స్, ఐఎమ్ బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. ఐ నెవర్ ఫెయిల్డ్ ఇన్ మై ప్రిలిమ్స్. Now what is the reason for some people keep on clearing prelims exam? 4 times, 5 times, 6 times means వాళ్ళు రాసిన 10 సార్లు ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వాలిఫై అయితేనే ఉంటారు. ఎందుకు? They have that spark. When they see something in newspaper, they'll come to know where UPSC will lift the question, and they'll know what kind of question will be lifted by UPSC. క్వశ్చన్ ఏరియా ఏంటిది, క్వశ్చన్ అడిగే ఛాన్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని ఎలా ట్విస్ట్ చేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుందో వాళ్ళకి బాగా తెలిసిపోతుంది. ఇట్ కమ్స్ ఓన్లీ త్రూ ప్రాక్టీస్. వెన్ యూ కీప్ ఆన్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్, వెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ ది హ్యాబిట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ అట్లీస్ట్ 100 questions a day, definitely you will get this art. The moment you see a news item, alright, the moment you see what you call issue, you will come to know, you will predict that where and how UPSC will lift the question. So if you ask me, always think about UPSC, always think from the eyes of UPSC. మన యాంగిల్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు, మన జీవితం మొత్తం యూపీఎస్సీలో మునిగిపోయి ఉండాలి. అలా ఉంటేనే మనం చదివేది, మనం చూసేది ప్రతిదీ కూడా మనకి ఎగ్జామ్ పనికి వస్తుంది. మనం సినిమాలు చూసినా ఆ సినిమాని ఎగ్జామ్ ఎలా వాడుకోవాలో తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఒకరితో మాట్లాడినా ఆ మాటలలో మనకు పనికొచ్చే పాయింట్స్ ఏమైనా వెతుక్కోవాలి. ఎప్పుడు వస్తుందంటే యూపీఎస్సీలో మీరు ప్రతి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం, ఆన్సర్స్ రాయడము, ఇది మీకు అలవాటైతే డెఫినెట్లీ రైట్ యూ విల్ బీ గుడ్ ఇన్ దట్ ఆర్ట్. రైట్, సో if you sincerely follow 1.5 year current affairs, I am challenging, you will clear prelims in your first attempt. Alright, so this is what we can say. So prelims is not that difficult. The only thing is you should work on, you should get committed to the exam. Prelims are difficult kaadu. I never took a coaching in my life. I cleared my first prelims, that too by doing job without taking any coaching. But I never wasted any minute in my life. When I was preparing for civils exam, till my last attempt. Alright, ఏ రోజు కూడా నాకు టైం వేస్ట్ అంటే చిరాకు, టైం వేస్ట్ చేయలేదు. ఎప్పుడు టైం వేస్ట్ చేసేదంటే మెయిన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయాక, ఆ మెయిన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయి రిజల్ట్స్ వస్తాయి కదా, ఆ టైం గ్యాప్, ఆ 1-2 months గ్యాప్ మాత్రమే కొంచెం లైఫ్ ఫ్రీగా ఉండేది. అంటిల్ ఐ గెట్ మై మెయిన్స్ రిజల్ట్స్. రైట్, దట్ ఈస్ ద టైమ్ గ్యాప్ బిట్వీన్ మెయిన్స్ అండ్ రిజల్ట్స్ ఈజ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 1 or 2 months. And the remaining 10 months, we are totally deeply involved in civils exam. Alright, so if you keep on working, alright, you can clear prelims exam. Prelims is not a difficult part. You need to work, and you need to practice at least 100 MCQs in a day. ఏ రోజు అయితే మీరు MCQs ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయని రోజు ఉంటుందో ఆ రోజు you are unfit to write UPSC exam. So if there are 360 days in your life, at least 200 days you should spend on practicing MCQs. This is important. ఇలా చేసుకుంటూ పోతేనే సివిల్స్ వస్తుంది. రైట్, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఓన్లీ డిఫికల్ట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ సివిల్స్, కమిట్మెంట్. సివిల్స్ ఎందుకు డిఫికల్ట్ అంటే 300 రోజులు కమిట్ అయి ఉండాలి మనం. యూ షుడ్ గెట్ కమిటెడ్ టు ఎగ్జామ్ ఫర్ ది ఎంటైర్ 1 year. no friends, no relatives, no functions, no dostana, no parties. The party will be on prelims results, the party will be on mains results. Alright, you should enjoy that what you call results. Alright, so it is not that difficult, right? And mains is the easiest part of civils. The difference between prelims exam and mains exam is, prelims is an extensive exam. You need to collect more number of information. You need to collect more facts, more information. You should keep on collecting information. So it is a vast and extensive preparation. Whereas mains, it is in-depth preparation. It is intensive preparation. Alright, you need to work more on the topics which are given in syllabus. And remember, if you are good in each and every word of syllabus, right, nothing more is required for civils exam. Alright, మన సిలబస్లో ఉన్న ప్రతి వర్డ్ మీద మీ దగ్గర 100 words information ఉంటే చాలు. Whatever words that you see in the syllabus, you should have your own notes, or notes of 100 words. Alright, so if you have that, right, no one can stop you. So you should keep on adding information to the existing information in mains, right? So mains is an in-depth study, it is an intensive study, whereas prelims is an extensive one, right? So there is no limit for your what you call prelims preparation, but for mains there is certain limit. You can limit your preparation in mains, but for prelims it is not possible to limit the preparation. Alright, కొన్నిసార్లు మనం ఇంకా అంటే అవుట్ ఆఫ్ బౌండరీ వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది. Alright, so this is the difference between prelims and mains exam. Alright, now let me talk about the weightage in prelims. Alright, so you know about the prelims exam. I think you have the idea of prelims exam. So you have two papers, GS paper 1, GS paper 2. GS paper 2 is all about aptitude test, that is CSAT. It is about aptitude test. Alright, whereas GS paper 1, you have all these subjects, that is general studies. General studies. Alright, so normally it is 100 questions and here it is 80 questions. Alright, and each question has 2 marks. Alright, here it is 2.5 marks. So this paper is a qualifying paper. It is a qualifying paper. So you should get 67 marks out of 200. Out of 200, you should get 67 marks. The point is whether it is really that easy to get 67 marks in qualifying paper. In qualifying paper, where it is really easy to get 65 marks, 67 marks. I am challenging even IITians, beta graduates, right? They are not able to qualify CSAT paper. Nowadays, right, in last 3 to 4 years, not 4 years, I am seeing from 2017, there was my students, right, who scored 120, 130 in GS paper 1, they were not able to qualify CSAT paper. So CSAT is the most dangerous part of your civils preparation, prelims preparation. So you should not take this CSAT that easily. Alright, so you should focus for at least 6 months. The ideal time for CSAT preparation is, it is from November. It is from November. That means from November you should start focusing on CSAT. That means almost all you will be having 2 plus 5. That means 7 months of time. Alright. So we should never neglect this CSAT paper. It is very, very important. Now coming to GS paper 1, you have current affairs, you have history, you have what you call economy. Remember, every question that is asked in UPSC prelims, it is some or the other way, in one or the other way, it is connected to the contemporary issues. No question will be irrelevant in UPSC prelims or UPSC mains. ప్రిలిమ్స్లో కానీ మెయిన్స్లో కానీ అడిగే ప్రతి క్వశ్చన్ ఏదో విధంగా కంటెంపరీ ఇష్యూస్కి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఇర్రిలివెంట్గా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎప్పుడూ రావు. రైట్, అందుకనే సివిల్స్ క్లియర్ చేయాలి అంటే స్మార్ట్ వర్క్ ఉండాలి. యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ స్మార్ట్ మైండ్, రైట్, టు క్లియర్ ప్రిలిమ్స్. రైట్, so every question that is asked in prelims, right, it is some or the other way connected to current issues. That means you should never neglect current affairs. Current affairs should be a part and parcel of your life. Every day you should work for at least 1 to 1.5 hour only on current affairs. That means in your 8 hours self preparation, 1 to 1.5 hours should be dedicated only to current affairs. ఖచ్చితంగా చదవాల్సిందే. కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ని ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ లాగా చదవండి. ఒక టాపిక్ని, రైట్, ఇన్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్, when you read a topic in current affairs, revise it for 3 to 4 times. Don't think that it is a current affairs and leave it after reading once. Every topic of current affairs, every issue of current affairs, you should read for at least 3 to 4 times. That means, right, a month's current affairs should be revised for at least 3-4 times. అలా చదివితేనే ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వాలిఫై అవుతారు, లేదా క్వాలిఫై కాదు. కరెంట్ అఫైర్సే కదా గుర్తుంటుంది అనుకుంటాం. రైట్, కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్కి ఒక లిమిట్ ఉండదు. దేర్ ఈస్ నో లిమిట్ ఫర్ యువర్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ ప్రిపరేషన్, అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు రీడ్, రైట్, ఎవ్రీ ఇష్యూ. యూ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అ హర్క్లైన్ టాస్క్. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వై ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు రిమెంబర్ దెమ్, రివైజ్ ఫర్ 3 to 4 times అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ టెస్ట్. అందుకనే మీకు ప్రతి వీకెండ్ ఏం చేస్తా, కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ మీద ఎగ్జామ్స్ పెడతా. ఒక్కసారి ఎగ్జామ్ పెట్టాను, ఒక క్వశ్చన్ మీకు ఇచ్చిన అంటే ఆ క్వశ్చన్, ఎవ్రీ క్వశ్చన్ దట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ టు యూ విల్ బి టెస్టెడ్ ఫర్ 3 to 4 times in this classroom. That means every test will be for 3 to 4 times. Every test will be for 3 to 4 times. Alright, whatever the subject it is, may it be polity or economy or current affairs or NCRTs. So I want you to be thorough in your preparation. Alright, so now if you take this weightage in prelims exam, so if you take GS paper 1, you have, if you take polity, averagely from polity, out of 100 questions you can expect 10 to 12 questions. The weightage of polity in prelims normally, right, except maybe in 2017 I think, right, the number of questions from polity are almost all 30, right, the number of questions from polity was almost all 30 in 2017, but right, except 2017, right, the general trend is 10 to 12 questions. Second, if you take economy, the static part as well as the dynamic part, you can expect 25 questions from economy. 20 to 25 questions. I'm talking about both static as well as dynamic part. Right? If you take polity, most of the questions asked in polity are on basics. Most of it is out of 12, 10 questions will be from what you call basics. 2 may be from current affairs. If you take economy, out of 25 or out of 20, 5 will be from basic part, but the remaining 15 will be from current part. And nowadays you see a kind of change, a mix of both static part as well as dynamic part. That is, out of 3 statements, 1 statement is from static part, the basic definitions and what you call basic terms, whereas two statements, they are on dynamic part. Right? So you should focus more on current economy also. So not only knowing terms and concepts of economy, not only knowing terms and concepts of economy, but along with these terms and concepts of economy, you should also be thorough on current economy. You should integrate both these term, what you call static part with the current part. Right? If you are good in that, then you can answer. Then you can answer out of 25. Let me take all of this. You can answer 50% of these questions. Alright? That means out of 20, you can answer 10. Alright? Now coming to geography. Another important part of prelims is geography. Again in geography you can expect 20 questions. 20 questions, right? It will be from geography, right? And out of these 20 questions, you can answer around 10 to 12 questions. That means not more than 60%. So both economy and geography, the weightage of economy and geography is more in your prelims. But how many we can answer them in exam? I am giving a practical picture. I am not giving what you call, I am not saying that you can answer all the questions. Alright? ఎకానమీ అండ్ జాగ్రఫీ నుంచి మీకు ఎక్కువ క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి, కానీ సక్సెస్ మనం ఆన్సర్ చేసేది 50% కంటే ఎక్కువ చేయలేము, 50 to 60%. ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ ఆన్సర్ 60% ఇన్ ఎకానమీ అండ్ జాగ్రఫీ, థింక్ దట్ యు ఆర్ క్లియరింగ్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ అయిపోతుంది. రైట్, దిస్ ఇస్ థింగ్. రైట్, కమింగ్ టు history part, that is when combinedly polity, what you call ancient, medieval, modern and art and culture, again you can expect 15 to 20 questions. 15 to 20 questions. అర్థం కాదు. World history లేదు. There is no world history for prelims. Right, there is no world history for prelims. It is only Indian history, right, ancient, medieval and modern, and mostly questions will be from modern India, that is from Indian national movement mostly. Right, the questions will be from INM, that is from Indian national movement. Alright, so you should be strong in Indian national movement. So what is the reason for giving all these things? What is the reason for discussing all these things? Whether it is important for your preparation. To know about this is important for your preparation. How it is important? In what way it will help you? Amma? So you can plan your strategy. Without knowing these things, you cannot plan your preparation. You can't plan your preparation. When you are planning your preparation, you should know with what subject we should start. Right? What is the important subjects? What are the important topics that you need to revise? You should know about it. Ivi teliyakunda you cannot complete your preparation. So, alright, so your preparation will be good only when you know all these elements. So now after seeing this, plan your preparation. With what you should start? Which topic should be revised? Alright, which topic should be revised and for how many times? Simple. దేంతో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తావు? ఎకానమీతో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తావా? ఇంకా ఎందుకు వెయిటేజ్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నది కాబట్టి ఎకానమీ. మరి అర్థమవుతుందా సబ్జెక్టు? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఐ థింక్ యు ఆర్ రీడింగ్ ఎకానమీ. Alright, think that if you can understand economy, I am challenging. Right, it will be a smooth walk for your prelims exam. Economy, if you are good in economy and geography, if you can understand economy and geography, you are unstoppable. These are two difficult parts of your prelims preparation or civils preparation. It is these two subjects which will create frustration, because the terms, the concepts, you take geography, the what you call the technical element of geography, right? If you can understand this, right, your entire civils preparation, I am not talking about prelims, your entire civils preparation will be smooth. You can enjoy your preparation. If I'll give my own what you call difficulty that I have faced in my preparation. I was good in reading polity because I was preparing on my own. because I was reading, I'm able to understand. Okay, there was no problem with history, because it's all about facts. It's all about story and facts. The empires, their way of life, their administration, right? But when I started reading economy, right, I used to read one page in 1 hour. So normally my target is to complete 10 pages in 1 hour. Remember, without a target, don't prepare for civils. The most important, my own life experience is, you should always have a target for every 1 hour. Without the targets, without creating, without keeping a goal, don't start your preparation. ఈ గంటలో ఏం చదవాలి, ఈ గంటలో ఏం కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి, క్లియర్గా ముందే ఫిక్స్ అయిపోవాలి. In this 1 hour, I am going to read these topics. In this 1 hour, I am going to complete these pages. In this 1 hour, I am going to complete this chapter. That there should be a target. And until you complete or until you achieve your target, you should not stop. ఆ గంటలో 10 పేజీలు అనుకుంటే, if you are right, normally if you take me, my target is to complete 10 pages in 1 hour. Now if I read for 6 hours a day, that means how many pages in a day? 60 pages. If I read 60 pages in a day, in 1 month, how many pages? 60 into 30, 1800 pages. 1800 pages mean how many books? Imagine, if a book is of 600 pages, that means I'll complete 3 books in 1 month. In 3 months, 9 books. It's over. It's over. If you can complete, normally hardly you'll be having 5 to 7 books for prelims. If you can complete 7 books in 3 months, in 1 year, how many times you can complete it? First time, if it is your first reading, it will take much time. But when it comes to third time, fourth reading, fifth reading, all right? So, all right, you can read 30 pages in 1 hour. When you can read 10 pages in 1 hour in your first reading, you can complete 30 pages in 1 hour in your third and fourth readings. That means how many times you can revise a textbook? In 1 year, you can revise each textbook for at least 7 to 8 times, which is very, very, very important for your preparation. ఇలా టార్గెట్ పెట్టాలి. ఈ మంత్లో ఈ బుక్ ఎన్నిసార్లు రివైజ్ చేయాలి, ఈ వీక్లో ఈ టాపిక్స్ అయిపోవాలి, రైట్? 2 monthsలో ఇంత అయిపోవాలి, 3 monthsలో ఇంత అయిపోవాలి, 1 yearలో ఇంత కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవాలి. మనం ప్రతిదీ మనము టెక్స్ట్ మనకంటూ we should have a chart. We should have our own strategy and planning book. ఖచ్చితంగా మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి దాన్ని. ఈ వీక్లో ముందే I used to have my own particular schedule for the entire week. I used to make weekly schedules and daily schedules. ఈ డేకి ఈ టాపిక్స్, ఈ వీక్కి ఈ టాపిక్స్. And when you see my strategy book, you will come to know a topic, how many times a topic is revised. మన బుక్ చూసుకుంటే మనకు అర్థమైపోద్ది. You can know it. Alright? So this should be your preparation. This should be a target. Alright? So without having these targets, don't start your preparation. So normally for a new candidate, the one who is preparing for the first time, alright, they normally take 1 hour to complete 5 to 6 pages. That is, in 1 hour, they can't read more than 6 pages. కొత్త వాళ్ళు, ఏం తెలియని వాళ్ళు, ఫస్ట్ టైం స్టార్ట్ చేసే వాళ్ళు గంటకు 5 పేజీల కన్నా ఎక్కువ చదవలేరు. 5 నుంచి 6 పేజీలు 1 hourలో. If you can increase your pace of reading, then alright, in 3 to 4 months, alright, you will pick up. Alright, so this should be your strategies. So without this